In 1.4, two new ways of speedrunning in Terraria came to life. The first one being the money exploit, and the second one being the spawn kill method in the pre-hard mode. So, how does it all work? To gain a large amount of money in the early game, like basically at the first 5-8 minutes, first day, before the first night even, you need to go to underground and mine the gemstones. Then go to the desert, get large amount of sand. So what speedrunners do? They go to the underground, they pick up bombs, they pick up the gems, they get back up, build houses, get the demolition NPC, buy TNT from him, and go to the desert to pick up the sand. So what do you do when you have the sand and the gemstones? Well, you craft the sturdy glass. Let me show you how it works. So we have here some gems, and let's pick up the standard gems and sell them all. We got 3 gold, almost 4 gold coins out of it. And now let's see the difference when we will sell the sturdy glass. To craft the sturdy glass, you need the furnace, the sand, and the gemstones. You come to the furnace, you make glass. When you have the glass, you go to the crafting table, to the workbench, and craft the glass wall. What's important about it, that is that 20 stained glass requires only 1 gem to craft. So we have the amethyst here, the topaz one, the emerald, the sapphire. I need a few glass walls more. Alright. We have ruby and we have ember. So when we sold the gemstones, only the gemstones, we made like 4 gold. Now let's see how much can we make with the sturdy glass. And as you can see, we have almost 30 gold coins, which is insane. So if you have all this money, the next step is to go to the demolition man and buy TNT. With all this money you can buy a lot of it. Alright, we have a good amount. Then you need to catch some bunnies. For the early game you will need 22 for the king slime and around 30 for the Eye of Cthulhu. You can craft the explosive bunny without any crafting stations. In the previous versions, the explosive bunny was only the ammunition for the bunny can here. But with the last patch, you can release the explosive bunnies like the critters, and they will explode on the impact with the enemies or your weapons and stuff. So you can use it to basically insta-kill the bosses. You need to make a cage that is 5 blocks high to catch the bunnies here, because if it will be lower, then the bunnies will jump out of it. So let's try to fight with the Eye of Cthulhu first. Let's put 30 bunnies, and as you can see they are sitting here. Let's make the night and summon the Eye of Cthulhu. Where is it? Okay, right here. And it needs to... Once the Eye of Cthulhu come to contact with the bunnies, it will die, just die. So, the overboss, then you can deal with the low amount of bunnies, and in the start of the game is the king slime. But king slime will not fit into this cage, as you see. Well, there are 2 ways to get the king slime to touch the bunnies. You can either jump here, and with the bunnies wait for the king slime. But then not only king slime will die, but you will die too. You can make a larger room in which the king slime can actually jump and get to the bunnies. But there is a third way, and it has to do with the bunnies AI. So when the daylight is present, the raised bunnies will just freely run, right? Yep. And you don't want it for the king slime fight. So what you want to do is actually wait for the night time. And we got the blood moon. Let's cancel it. Let's make the night time again. When you release the bunnies during the night, the bunny will not move at all. So if you want to kill the king slime, you need around 22 bunnies, I think. Yeah, it's 72, 22 bunnies to be exact. So you put them and just wait for the king slime to arrive. Okay, he's here. Let's move away and let him jump on the bunnies. Okay, he will not. Oh, never mind. And he's dead. Take care of the slimes. And you got yourself a free king slime kill. Those were the early game bosses, but the last boss that you can kill with the bunnies is the wall of flesh. And how to do it? Well, first you need to go to hell. Then you need to make the cage just outside of your monitor, like, you know, few blocks, because the wall of flesh spawns away from your monitor. And you want the bunnies to hit the wall of flesh eyes or mouth and not the hungries, which requires the good placement of the bunny cage. So let's put 85 bunnies here. Alright, and let's get the glide through the door. As you can see, we will go away from this screen. Don't go away too far, because the bunnies will despawn. And we will spawn the wall of flesh. Yep, just like that, without any equipment, any weapons, anything. You can kill the wall of flesh as soon as you have 85 bunnies, 85 explosive bunnies in your inventory. It's only the matter of time, as you need, you know, to catch them with the bagnet. Yui-chan, the channel on YouTube, is a journey mod speedrunner in Terraria, and he used the explosive bunnies a lot. As you don't need a large amount of them to actually research them in the journey mod. So keep in mind that you can sell the sturdy glass for the very easy early game money, and also buy a lot of TNT, bagnet, and craft some explosive bunnies to kill the early game bosses. So that's all from me in this video. I hope you learned something new, and I'm out.